Hello everyone, this is Mopbot, this is my medieval let's build, and this is my medieval bakery. So where we're looking at right now is where we worked in last episode. This is the harbor, the port area. Let's go ahead and get out of this here, and you can see it just a little bit better. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. I think it looks pretty cool. It's not horribly big, but I think it serves its purpose. So anyway, we also did this little bit here, and then we also did this road that goes all the way back to where I want to work over in this episode. And that's back here. So we already have two shops on the street. We've got the blacksmith here as well as the pub up here, and both of them kind of keeping the same style, this same general block pattern here. Didn't use any dark oak over here, but I think I want to use some in this build here, make it more kind of this height rather than that height. So kind of a mix of the two for the bakery here, and I want to put it right about here. So let's go ahead and get out of this here. And it's going to be somewhere going over into this mountain here, and we should be fine because there's nothing behind this to actually run into, and if we push it far enough over, we're not going to hit that, or the road either, so we'll probably center it right about here. And let's actually go ahead and start marking some stuff off with the oak wood. And so we're looking at that. So anyway, if I go ahead and grab some extra blocks, like I said, I want to use the dark oak, so I'm just going to grab one of each of those here, and do the same kind of window pattern that I was doing there, so with blocks like this, and then we'll put the window pane on top of that, so just like that, and it does pop out just a little bit. You'll see when I attach both sides here, it kind of got a small little ridge right there. Not really a big deal. I really like the way that the stair kind of blends into the glass pane here, so let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll just chuck some extra blocks up here to place that, because I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I see, so I was actually using cobble for that, and that might be a better choice, at least right here. I definitely want to use less cobble than I used in this build and make it kind of distinguished from that one, so I think that'll be pretty good. And then we'll just carry these logs up right like this, do the same over here, and then repeat that thing over here with the logs going up right like this, here as well, and then we got these dark oak things in the middle here, up here as well, and then some cobble on the sides like this, and the glass panes in the middle. So for a door, we'll just keep using the spruce door. That's one we've been using everywhere. It looks very medieval, really do like it. So anyway, let's go ahead now and probably just put the cobblestone right there. That might be the best. Over here, you can see I just kind of did a bar straight across. I could do that here, except that I put the logs going all the way up. So I think this will be good for now, because eventually we'll probably get a roof that hangs over a little bit, and then we can get like the sign like I have here going out of here. But I'll worry about that at the very end. Let's work on now the entrance for just a bit, kind of reshaping the road just a bit to fit the build just a little bit better. So let's go ahead back like that, and then maybe two, or even just keep carrying it diagonally back like that. That's not terrible. Let's go ahead and just fill the rest of this in here, and that's where the road's going to be looking. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the roof in, and then we'll meet up and hopefully have a hole in the back of this mountain too. So I went with the roof just a bit different from the one over here. Same material, however I wanted a little bit of curvature here. I thought that would look pretty nice, especially for a bakery. It just seems really fitting to me. But then they get this little ridge or this kind of lip going back. And if you look at this here, I had to kind of hide the dark oak here. And so that was why I had to go back. I was originally just going to have it like that, or like this rather, all the way across. Except then that happened, and I'd rather not have the wood exposed at the top. So this is what we're looking at now. And then I also carved away just a little bit on this side of the mountain here, and then this room here too. And I did that so that I could fit in a window here. So I'll do much the same as I did on the front here. So I'll just chuck these in like that, and then the dark oak across the top. And yeah, that works with the ceiling, which is good. So we won't be able to have any more of these things here, the windows going across on that side, and we can fit one more over here as well. So let's chuck in those two there, and then that there, and then we got that, and actually I think I need to fix that on the other side too, but we have the stair at the top, so let's do that and see. Yep, so I did that wrong here. So okay, that's better now, and let's go ahead inside, and for the wall, so we'll just keep kind of sectioning it off, and if I just use the oak logs like this, we should be able to get something. We might actually have to push this back just one more block in order to get a 3 wide thing here. So when I counted this, I went 11 back, and then I accidentally just kind of like placed that there, not really thinking that that would have screwed up my measurement. So let's just go ahead and fix that. So that's where that'll be there. Wait, no, blocks. Okay, so then we'll go ahead and repeat these logs over here. That was right there. And then we need to figure out what we're going to do in these sections here. Probably keep this here just for the kind of uniformity with that. Although, actually you can't really see the stair from this side. So maybe that is just fine like that. But you can see that you got the cobblestone here, so do that here, and then across like this. And then in the center we could actually just put some stone brick, because we haven't used a whole ton of that. We'll just kind of use it as an accent. And now I don't know where stone brick is. Okay, so here we go. So let's go ahead and check that there, and then we'll go ahead and put light fixtures on that in just a bit here. Let me just go ahead and do this side as well, and then the dark oak across the top like that. So for light fixture, we can do something very simple, and those were 2 blocks I actually needed, but oh well. So let's go ahead and find the cobblestone wall there, and then a torch here. And just chuck that in, probably actually one lower. I think that'll be better. So you kind of hide the stone brick and still keep it. Just doing these kind of very basic wall sconces, and still having the cobblestone wall over the stone brick kind of blends the cobblestone from this side over there. You can't tell too much that there's stone brick there, although it is there. And I think if it were any other block, it would be really quite weird. So this is then going to go across here again, like that. And then it's just the same thing. Nothing's going to change on this side. It is going to be completely symmetric in that respect. Let's go ahead now and put stone bricks there, and now that, and then I need the torches for the wall sconces. There and there. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do at the back yet. Probably put the giant stove back there for making, bread and such and cake. And then over here we're probably looking at the, what do you want to call it, the service desk, or where stuff is sold. And it'll be fairly small. It'll probably just be something like this. I don't want to line up exactly with the door. I want it to be a bit off. That was a bat. Oh, there's a cave down there. So that'll probably be like that, and then we'll have the giant stove here, and then we'll have a few bits of storage around here, maybe a chair or two. Not entirely sure on that yet. And then floor is just going to end up being probably either spruce or jungle wood. I want to check both and see which one looks better. So that's the spruce, and this is the jungle wood. So I don't think there's a huge difference if you look at the two. Well, actually, yeah, jungle looks very, very red, so I think I'm just going to keep it with this. This has a little bit of shine on it, so actually maybe let's try oak next to that and see how that looks. That could be pretty cool, because I think actually oak will be better. To me, oak looks very dusty, like it's like had dust or dirt on it or something. And so I think that'll be pretty fitting for the kind of build this is. So let's see, let's fix this here. So we don't want the grass just sitting there like that. Then all this out here. And yeah, I'm just going to carry this through the thing, figure out the back here, and then start doing all the interior decorating. Floor's in, and so is the back wall. Kind of. It's just cobblestone right now, and I kept the wood beam going across there. I don't think I'm going to keep the one going across up here, and you'll see why in just a second here. So I grabbed some brick, and I want to start doing the furnace or the oven or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to center it. So the door is right here, and that's going to go right up to here. So I'll just check down a half slab like that, punch out the 2 blocks behind that, and that's where the actual pit would be that you'd burn stuff in. So I'll just chuck a block on each side there to kind of get that little slope going there, and then just to kind of give it a more smooth transition into the floor, I'm just going to put the stairs on either side there, and then just carry up a few blocks like that. And then if I just do that, you get kind of that slope into it, so you can walk up there, or it just kind of blends nicer in my opinion. So if I go up another block, actually it could look good if I just end it right there, although that looks very, very short for how wide it is. So yeah, maybe one more block before I do that, like that, and then try it there. And it's not terrible, although you barely noticed it, so I wonder how it would look if I just did it straight like that. And actually not bad, so I could try doing something like this up here, and just kind of matching what I did on the bottom for the sides here. So maybe that there, and then one on each side there. And actually I think that looks a lot better. It looks like it's kind of supported and going straight up into the ceiling. I really like how that looks. So let's go ahead back here and actually do a flame. I have fire tick off, so it's not going to burn any of the wood around here. So netherrack looks like a brain. That's really weird. Let's go ahead and just chuck that there. And then, I wonder if still those will burn. Because even though fire tick's off, the fire would technically be on it. I think. I'm fairly certain that's how that would how it would work. So let's just chuck some extra bricks back there. Maybe even just make this all brick. Really, it can't be that bad. Okay, that's everything. Let's go ahead and grab a flint and steel right here. Light it up, and then check that half slab back in. That's actually default fire. That is not correct. Let's go and put this back down there. There we go. And then give it a second to load. Oh, there's the fire now. That's looking a lot better, a lot higher res. We could actually even use the 64 pixel, but really it's fine for now. So anyway, that's where the fire is looking at, and now I'm going to start off with doing the service desk. Okay, so I used the half slabs before simply because they were on my hotbar, but I think they actually look pretty cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and check those back. I got rid of them when I put the floor in. I just make it easier to get back there. So if I just put it like that and then leave I don't know, that open like that, so you can actually get back there. And we'll go ahead and chuck a stool back here for the attendant. Actually, we're gonna use gray, make it look more worn, and then just put brown over here. Except, I think I'll chuck a cake on the end like that. Yeah, I guess that looks okay, not really having the brown carry over. It's just a very small area, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. And then I'll just go ahead and chuck 2 on there. And I want to make sure these aren't centered. I want to off-center them a bit, because unfortunately you cannot place pie or bread, so I guess we'll just do that. And that's really all the bakery supplies that I see here. I guess maybe a cookie. We could do that, and again, I don't want it centered, so I'll give a little bit of room. So that's, I mean, yeah, otherwise I guess there's really nothing bakery-wise. Bunch of fish. So anyway, that's kind of what the service desk would be like. So if I go ahead and clear this, I can grab some bits for the storage, and I think hay bales would be really neat. You know, they are kind of stored they are stored wheat, so we'll just chuck it like that, maybe a few like that, and yeah, I kind of like that actually. I don't think it really needs any more than that. Maybe one more like that in there. Oh, that's actually pretty neat. Okay, let's go ahead and just grab a few clay pots, because those kind of look like cups to me. Oh, okay. So yeah, they kind of look like cups, so if I just kind of chuck a few of those about, maybe one up there as well. That's not too bad, just drag a few off on the side like that. And I think that'll be pretty good. Let's grab just now a few chests, maybe some crafting benches, and overall, really, I think this would be pretty much it for the actual storage area. Let's chuck that in there. One more here. I don't want to make them too, yeah, kind of more of a hidden one back there. Actually, let's offset it. Oh, but then that fills in the gap. Yeah, I guess it is, I guess, fine back there then. So, maybe one more chest, like, ooh. Maybe that is, well, I guess we'll just leave the chest where it is then. So anyway, that's that. Now I'm just going to add just a few more bits, maybe some extra lighting. Not entirely sure, but I need to fill up this empty gap here. So, be right back. Well, this still seems to be a pretty empty build. There wasn't a whole lot that I really added, just 2 wall sconces on the back there, and then on the right as well, and then this little carpet here in front. I don't know, somewhere to rest your feet, I guess, as you're making your stuff. And then I just added this little bench back here with some player heads for a cookie and some cake on the right. So yeah, there's not a whole lot in this place, although I set the time to night and then set my brightness to, I believe, 35%. So yeah, 35%. And it's not terrible, really. I mean, I kind of like it, but yeah, it definitely still feels pretty empty to me. I don't feel like there was a whole lot to it. But anyway, let's go ahead outside and just cap it off here. Let's go ahead and get out of theater mode, and then just put on the little sign for just what this place is. So yeah, we'll put it a little higher than the other one. I think that'll be good, and we'll leave plenty of room there, kind of balance out on the cobblestone on both sides. So then we'll go ahead and type bakery there. And then we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. And yeah, it's actually going to be going up, but I don't think that's really that big of a deal. So you can see how the sign's kind of, well, actually that looks really weird. Let's go ahead and change that to a sheep walking across the top of my building. Okay. Yeah, let's put that there. I think that'll be better then. I think that'll look a lot more natural. Yeah, okay, hanging sign definitely looks better than floating sign. And bakery on this side as well. So, yeah, that is the bakery. So, anyway, if you didn't like, go ahead and subscribe for more. But anyway, this has been Mopbot, and I'm out.